Have a great day. Thank you for joining. And yeah, here we are. Let us begin with the book of Isaiah, and I'll tell you where we start. We start at chapter 5 at Parable of Jehovah's Vineyard, and we will go until at least after we finish chapter 8. All right, folks. Oh, here we go. Let's begin. All right. Get a sip of water first, and we'll get started. This water is rich from the Lord. All right, let's start. Chapter 5, Parable of Jehovah's Vineyard. Now will I sing a song to my well-beloved, a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill, and he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choicest vine, and built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem, and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard, but I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes? And now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down. And I will lay it waste. It shall not be pruned nor digged, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon it. For the vineyard of the Lord of the hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold oppression, for righteousness, but behold they cry. Mhm. Six woes upon Israel. Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field. There be no place, till there be no place that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. In mine ears said the Lord of hosts, of a true many houses shall be desolate, even great and fair, without inhabitants. Yeah, 10 acres of vineyard shall yield one bath, and the seed of an Homer shall yield an ephah. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink and continue until night, till wine inflame them, that describes being drunk, and the harp, and the viol, and the tabret, and the wine, and the pipe, and the wine are in their feasts, but they regard not the work of the Lord, neither consider the operation of his hands. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. Therefore, hell hath enlarged herself and opened her mouth without measure, and their glory and their multitude and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it. And a mean man shall be brought down, and a mighty man shall be humbled, and the eyes of the lofty shall be humbled. But the Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment, and God that is holy shall be sanctified in righteousness. Then shall the lambs feed after their manner, and the waste places of the fat ones shall strangers eat. Woe unto them that draw iniquity with cords of vanity, and sin, as it were, with a cart rope. Then that say, let him make speed and hasten his work, that we may see it, and let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw nigh and come, that we may know it. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. Therefore, as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff, so their root shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust, because they had cast away the law of the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Therefore is the anger of the Lord kindled against his people, and he hath stretched forth his hand against them, and hath smitten them, and the hills did tremble, and their cases or carcasses were torn in the midst of the streets. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. And he will lift up an ensign to the nations from far, and will hiss unto them from the end of the earth. And behold, they shall come with speed swiftly. None shall be weary nor stumble among them. None shall slumber nor sleep. For neither shall the girdle of their loins be loosed, nor the latchet of their shoes be broken. Whose arrows are sharp, and all their bows bent. Their horses' hoofs shall be counted like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. Their roaring shall be like a lion. They shall roar like young lions. Yea, they shall roar, and lay hold of the prey, and they shall carry it away safe, and none shall deliver it. And in that day they shall roar against them like the roaring of the sea. And if one look unto the land, behold, darkness and sorrow, and light is darkening in the heavens thereof. All right, well, that is chapter 5, Parable of Jehovah's Vineyard. It describes somebody growing a vineyard, and then those who benefit off of it, who leech, the parasites, who benefit from it, but give not to the Lord thanks or any acknowledgement. That's all I can gather from this right now. Chapter 6, Isaiah's transforming vision. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet. Sorry. And with twain he did fly. And one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. That's one of the songs we sing during the ceremony in my church whenever we are about to have the Eucharist. That's one of the songs we sing right before we declare the mystery of the faith. Well, not right before, but just almost right after. And the post of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. Then said I, Woe is me, for I am for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For mine eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. The cleansing fire. Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar. And he laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thy iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. Isaiah's new commission. And he said, Go and tell this people, Hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with the heart, and convert, and be healed. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, Until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And the Lord hath removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. But yet in it shall be a tenth, and it shall return, and it shall be eaten as a tile tree, and as an oak whose substance is in them, when they cast their leaves, so the holy seed shall be the sustenance thereof. Ooh, ooh, yes. So that is chapter 6. Um, so Isaiah comes forward and humbles himself against the Lord. Okay, well, against sounds pretty selfish to the Lord, I guess. So I guess he's intentionally trying to doom people. I don't know. I don't know what's happening in 6. Okay, it's chapter 7, under the reign of Ahaz. And it came to pass in the days of Ahaz the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up toward Jerusalem to war against it, but could not prevail against it. And it was told the house of David, saying, Syria is confederate with Ephraim. And his heart was moved, and the heart of his people as the trees of the wood are moved with the wind. Then said the Lord unto Isaiah, Go forth now to meet Ahaz, thou and Shear Jashub thy son, at the end of the conduit of the upper pool, in a highway of the fuller's fields. And say unto them, Take heed and be quiet. Fear not, neither be faint hearted, for the two tails of these smoking firebrands. For the fierce anger of Rezin with Syria, and of the son of Remaliah. Because Syria, Ephraim, and the son of Remaliah have taken evil counsel against thee, saying, Let us go up against Judah and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of Tavaliel. Thus saith the Lord God, It shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin. And within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a people. And the head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son. If ye will not believe, surely ye shall not be established. Emmanuel, the virgin's son. Moreover, the Lord spake again unto Ahaz, saying, Ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God. Ask it either in the depth or in the height above. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord. And he said, hear ye now, O house of David. Is it a small thing for you to weary men, but will you weary my God also? Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Butter and honey shall he eat, but that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings. Prediction of an impending invasion. The Lord shall bring upon thee and upon thy people and upon thy father's house days that have not come, from the day that Ephraim departed from Judah, even the king of Assyria. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall hiss for the fly that is in the uttermost part of the rivers of Egypt, and for the he that is in the land of Assyria. And they shall come and shall rest all of them in the desolate valleys, and in the holes of the rocks, and upon all thorns, and upon all bushes. In the same day shall the Lord say with a razor that is hired, namely by them beyond the river, by the king of Assyria the head, and the hair of their feet, and it shall also consume the beard. And it shall come to pass in that day that a man shall nourish a young cow and two sheep. And it shall come to pass for the abundance of milk that they shall give, he shall eat butter. For butter and honey shall everyone eat that is left in the land. And it shall come to pass in that day that every place shall be, where there were 1,000 vines at 1,000 silvers, and it shall even be for briars and thorns. With arrows and bows shall men come thither, because all the land shall become briars and thorns. And on all hills there shall be digged with the mattock. There shall not come thither the fear of briars and thorns, but it shall be for the sending forth of oxen, and for the treading of lesser cattle. Okay. I So Ahaz comes into play, and the Lord talks to him. He's, he insists on asking on Ahaz, asking the Lord for a sign, and he describes what will happen with the vines and the vineyards, and that Emmanuel will be conceived and eat butter and honey, and he will know evil from good, or good from evil, rather, and he will choose the good side. Chapter 8 is next. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's finish up this book. Adam, God bless you. Hopefully, you've had a great day at work or wherever you are, or even a visit to your parents, wherever you've been. I hope the Lord has blessed this day for you and for everybody else watching. Oh, there we go. All right. Chapter 8. Prediction of the Assyrian invasion. Moreover, the Lord said unto me, Take thee a great roll and write in it with a man's pen concerning Maher-shalal-Hash-baz. And I took unto me faithful witnesses to record Uriah the priest and Zechariah the son of Jeberechiah. And I went unto the prophetess, and she conceived and bare a son. Then said the Lord to me, Call his name Maher-shalal-Hash-baz. For before the child shall have knowledge, cry, My father and my mother, and the riches of Damascus, and the spoil of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Assyria. The Lord spake also unto me, saying again, saying, Forasmuch as this people refuseth the waters of Shiloh that go softly and rejoice in Rezin and Remaliah's son, now therefore, behold, the Lord bringeth up upon them the waters of the river strong and many, even the king of Assyria and all his glory. And he shall come up over all his channels and go over all his banks. And he shall pass through Judah, and he shall overflow and go over. He shall reach even to the net, and the stretching out of his wings shall feel the breath of thy land, O Emmanuel. Associate yourselves, O ye people, and ye shall be broken in pieces, and give ear, all ye far countries. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. Gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. Take counsel together, and it shall come to naught. Speak the word, and it shall not stand, for God is with us. For the Lord spake thus unto me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, Say ye not, a confederacy to all them whom this people shall say, A confederacy, neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid. Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. And he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense to both the houses of Israel, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken, and be snared and be taken. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples, and I will wait upon the Lord that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him. Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel, from the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth in Mount Zion. And when they shall say unto you, Seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep and that mother, should not a people seek unto their God for the living to the dead? To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And they shall pass through it hardly bestead and hungry. And it shall come to pass that when they shall be hungry, they shall fret themselves and curse their king and their God, and look upward. And they shall look unto the earth, and behold, tremble in darkness, a dimness of anguish, and they shall be driven to darkness. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. And basically, the Assyrian invasion, basically, the Assyrian kingdom or whatever is going to take away all of the riches from Damascus and Samaria. And I believe Ahaz will be sent to deliver such from Assyria. And no matter how much they're going to convince him to join their gods and their leagues and wizards, instead, he shall sanctify the Lord. And after their gods and idols and wizards fail, they will look up and everything is going to fall apart. And that is the Holy Bible for today. Be right back. Folks, that is it. That is it. This is all. So, going to goodness gracious. Okay, if anybody has anything to share before I go, I will listen to you. I'll be around for about 5 minutes. And if there's nobody here, I will call it. I I should also mute this. Okay, I'm just checking out some stuff here. All right, folks. Give it until 9:05 in case anybody wants to chat. Oop, hold on. Hold on. Just, what's happening? Here's one thing I'll say though, folks. If you pray to the Lord, keep Iran and well, Israel too. Israel and Iran, keep them in your prayers for the eternal peace. And keep Russia and Ukraine as well, and Gaza. May all sides gain eternal peace and cooperation. Most importantly, may they see the holiness of the Lord be set between us. And in the name of Jesus Christ we pray, amen. Okay. Okay, folks. Think I'm going to call it here. And I'm just gonna go shower and get ready. And then soon thereafter, I think I'll go to bed. But I hope everybody has had at least an ounce of understanding. I hope. I know I haven't done my best, but I hope you start understanding the holiness that is of the Lord. Sleep deep, rise and shine bright, and go in peace and seek the love of the Lord.